I'm 30M going legal and exposing my cheating wife 28F. Your thoughts? I'll keep it short as I can. 2 weeks ago, she left me and our 7-month-old baby who's battling cancer. Her sister told me we just needed space to cool off. I agreed, just to take the right decision about legal divorce. Today I get a court notice. She's accusing me of abuse and abandonment, total lies. If this goes through, I'm not just getting divorced. I could end up in jail for 2 years. I can't afford a lawyer, and in this country they don't give you one for free. Now here's the important part. A week before she left, I came home early from work cause I was feeling sick. I walk in and she's gone, left our sick baby alone. I told her before, if she ever had to go out, just let me know so I could come back. I called her 4 times. No answer. Then I messaged her texts, "Where are you? I'm home babe!" ! Quote. But I was already there. I didn't say anything, I searched the house and filmed everything. She wasn't there. And here's what really made me suspicious. Before we got married, she used to be involved with a guy who lives just a few blocks away. That popped into my head right away. I didn't want to accuse her without proof, but it didn't sit right. She came back 4 hours later, around the time I usually get home, and said she just went to check on a neighbor for 30 minutes. I kept quiet. That night while she slept, I checked her phone, found proof she was cheating. I saved a copy of her chat with him. OFC, I confronted her, but she lied and said I faked the chat just to accuse her. She deleted his chat with him later. Thing is, I'm a sensitive person. I hate drama and fighting, especially in a relationship, so there's no way I'd make something like that up. Still, it didn't go well. A week later, she left. Now she's lying in court to destroy me, and I'm thinking about using all of this to prove my innocence. Sounds like she's deep in limerence and like she's vilifying you to justify her behavior. You do what you need to do to protect your child. She's not rational and she has endangered your child. I don't think this necessarily proves your innocence. She could turn it into her being unfaithful was the reason for you to abuse her. As some kind of revenge. Or that he helped her to get away from you. It is a proof she neglected the baby, but that's it. Find a way to pay for a lawyer. See if your family can borrow you money. This needs to be handled professionally. People can make up as much crap as they want in court, but without actual evidence, you shouldn't have to worry about going to jail. So I don't fully understand that part of your post. This woman sounds awful, and I'm really sorry you're experiencing this. I hope your baby is well folded hands, medium skin tone. So she was planning to leave your sick baby at home for 4 more hours because she didn't know you'd get home early? This is absolutely insane. Use everything. That's neglect. Whoa, that's a whole lot to unpack. You should have called the police when you came home and found your baby all by itself. How often has she done that before? Because that's a huge no-no. Did I read that right? She left her 7-month-old alone for 4 hours? I hope you're fighting for custody too. Use whatever it takes. I, 29M, and my wife, 30F, are on our longest dry spell. We have been together for 7 years now, married for 3. We have never had a time longer than a month where we weren't intimate. We are currently going towards 3 months. I do not feel that we have become distant. We go on dates, we cuddle every night, we make sure to spend time together and talk about everything besides intimacy. Whenever we do bring the topic up, she gets upset and it'll lead to an argument. I haven't brought the topic up this time as we are both dealing with stress, but I am at a point where I am no longer happy with the dry spell we are on. I have tried to do things that will lead to being intimate, massages, showering together, long kisses, etc. But I have been getting some excuses every time. I am feeling at my wit's end. Any ideas on what I should do? Elaborate more on. She gets upset. What is she upset about? What does she say? Okay, maybe just ask. I had some seriously weird shit going on with my birth control that was completely throwing my whole body through it. I wanted physical touch but struggled to get there. It was making me feel bad about making him feel bad. It was a spiral. I needed a gentle and supportive ask. Not a, I want sex, talk. A, hey, things have really changed and I love you and want you to be happy and I want us to be happy, talk. It wasn't easy but it helped. She might get defensive but she clearly loves you, but at some point y'all gotta push and get to the honest answer. You said that you've both been really stressed. Sometimes it's hard to get into the mood when you're dealing with a lot of stress. Then if you feel like your partner just keeps pushing for it, it can shut things down completely. I would say that you two need to come together and figure out how to handle the issues that are stressing you both out currently. Find ways to manage the stress, other than sex. Make sure to show that you care about her as a person and your wife, not just a body for pleasure. Talk to her about how she's doing. You gotta be upfront and honest about it. Like, baby, I'm very concerned about this. If there's any concerns you have, I'll be here to support and help you. I don't want us to have an argument or make you feel like I'm only concerned about sex. But I gotta be honest, I am starting to worry. Or something to that effect. Because chances are there is something going on, and you won't know unless you ask. Do you guys have kids? If so, she might just be too exhausted by the end of the day to do anything besides sleeping. Also, you mentioned that you try to do things that will lead to being intimate. But sometimes that stuff being goal-oriented can actually be a turn-off. Like, have you tried just being affectionate with her without it being foreplay? Do you make sure she has an orgasm every time? Sex without an orgasm is frustrating and kinda boring. What would you do if your boyfriend who is richer than you went on trips without you? 26F32M. I need some advice. I can't tell if I'm overreacting. My boyfriend makes a lot more money than I do and I am currently trying to figure out my situation, but he goes on trips without me and it really hurts me and he knows it. I will propose cheaper day trips that I can afford and he says we can't do a day trip, we have to spend multiple nights in a hotel etc. Making it to the point I can't afford it. He will go on big trips across the world, small trips just a few cities over some that he could definitely afford and I could pitch in, but I can't fully afford them on my own right now. He knows how sad it makes me and I can't decide what to do. He told me yesterday that he will not be paying for my trips until I get to a point where I can afford them myself. AKA he will continue to go on all these trips without me while I sit sad at home. I can't tell if I'm overreacting by being sad like this, because yes, he works hard for his money and he isn't responsible for paying for my life, but he knows how sad it makes me and I offered to pay as much as I could. What would you do? Also, I want to add that I do have a lot of emotions and he always is there to try and comfort me and I feel like I am difficult to love, so that also makes me afraid to leave him because I feel like nobody will ever be able to love me. Lol, sad face. I just feel confused. I hope I don't sound spoiled. I don't care how much money a guy has, I truly don't. I just hate feeling so left behind and worthless when he gets to go have all this fun and I have to sit at home alone. Please go date someone that actually likes you and actually wants to go on trips with you regardless of your income levels. I honestly don't understand why you're together. He knows you don't make as much as him, so if it's important that his partner pay their own way, why isn't he with someone in his income bracket? Again, he doesn't want to pay your way at all, but also won't do something you can afford to do, like a day trip. It's like some weird negging power trip. Personally, I wouldn't be with someone who refused to compromise and do something my partner can afford. Your boyfriend of 2 years goes on trips without you, isn't willing to pay for you to come, isn't willing to go on a cheaper trip so you can afford to travel with him, and you're wondering what you should do. Sorry, but that just seems cruel to me on his part. Sure, he's allowed to go in solo trips, but it sounds like he rarely, if ever, will agree to trips that you can afford. And he knows that this makes you sad. Honestly, I don't think you two are a good match. His treatment of you is bad in this regard and he doesn't seem to care. I think the fair thing would be to sometimes go on trips with you. Even if it's cheaper than he's used to, couples should want to spend time together. He's allowed to go on trips by himself, but if he's not spending time with you, that's the problem. OMG, I would pay for my significant other to come with me, even if they had no money, because I wouldn't enjoy myself without them. Your boyfriend doesn't like you. I am also guessing he is hooking up with people when he's on vacation. You are not difficult to love, you just have a SHTTY boyfriend who has torn you down so much you don't think you deserve better. Spoiler alert, you do deserve better. We, 31F and 44M, broke up today. Feeling sad and hopeless. We were together 3 years next month, lived together for 2. He told me today he had changed his mind and didn't want marriage and kids. I'm shattered. Our relationship was amazing. For the most part, it was very loving and we were the best of friends. I had to move since I lived in his house and spent the whole day packing my stuff in tears about this. I have a support system and I'm financially independent, but man, I just can't imagine not talking to him again. Feeling a bit hopeless. My life feels like it's crumbling and I don't know how to move forward. Feeling like it's too late for me now to get the family and kids I wanted. Like, how do you even meet people nowadays? Is it too late for me? Looking for advice, kind words, words of encouragement, or just to vent, I guess. I don't know. Help? I went through a similar thing about 6 months ago. It is so shit and you're probably feeling so much despair and hopelessness, but hold on, you do start to feel better. Just survive each day. It's not too late for a family. In my family, many women have had babies over 35. My aunt even got pregnant at 43. Don't give up. Don't let this stop you from finding true love. It's better you find out now than after marriage. Keep busy. Go meet other people. You can do this. I'm so sorry you're hurting and things didn't go as you'd hoped. I hope this new chapter brings just what you want and need. It's hard to see at the moment, but he's actually doing you a favor, if you want children and a family unit that includes marriage and/or a co-parent. It would be cruel of him to hold on to the relationship if he genuinely doesn't share your vision. This allows you time to heal, and when you least expect it, love will find you again. Red Heart. My ex and I broke up at 32. I'm now with the love of my life at 35. Never give up. Never stop banking on yourself, it's all we've really got in this life. I'm sorry and feel for you, but please know that at 31 it's not even close to being too late for you. Most guys want kids. For perspective, spend some time on Child-Free and read about all the child-free women who struggle to find a man that doesn't want kids. As a financially independent woman, if you take some time to heal, work on being your best self, and put yourself back out there, the odds are definitely in your favor. Chin up. I bet you're married kids in a year. Keep ya head up, queen.